Haha, I found a way around it. Hi, Terry. How are you? I was having a lot of technical difficulties. Oh, woman, you would not believe what YouTube does to people. Oh. Ay, 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 ay. They kept kicking me into a different version of, I guess you could say, a live control room, which is different than my past live streams. And I kept trying to get out of this form that they give you to fill out. So I tried like 4 different times. Finally, I said, wait a minute, there's got to be a way around it. So I went into, like I was going to upload a video, and I went into Creator Studio Classic. I went in there, and then it said, set up your live stream. And that's how I was able to do it. They think they're slick. They're saying that you need an encoder. I don't even know anything about encoding. I haven't needed an encoder for my other live streams. And now I know the way around it, the trick around it. But yeah, they think they're slick. It's like, okay, whatever, YouTube. Yep. So I'm sorry about that, guys. I wasn't expecting to run into technical difficulties, but every time you turn around, it's something different. Hello, Jacques Lala. You just finished eating and doing dishes. What did you have good? We just had hot dogs and pork and beans. Well, chili pork and beans. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. So, Jacques Lala. I always try to give it a roll the name so it sounds a little bit French. What did you have good to eat, dear? Hello, Vita Papa. Oh, tacos. Yum. Yeah, we just had hot dogs and pork and beans. Well, chili pork and beans. I just was very, very aggravated with something going on in my family. So I don't know. I just didn't feel like cooking. I like your name though, your YouTube name, because it sounds like French and very upbeat. That's why I said Jacques Lala. It sounds like ooh la la. Very upbeat, very, very positive, very upbeat. And this darn thing is still cutting off on the side, like the last word or two of everybody's statements. It's crazy. I tried to figure out how to adjust that, and I honestly have no darn idea. Oh, I do love tacos. I didn't do a video about them, but we We made some really good ones last week. Oh wait, yes, I did do a video about them. That's right. Yeah, I did with the spinach and that. What am I saying? My gosh. I'm just going through something very stressful. One of my other children, and I think I need a vacation soon. Definitely. Oh, ah, French and Finnish. Ooh, that sounds very interesting. That's right, I did. See, I can't even think straight. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are more aware of the past videos I did, and I can't recall them. Oh my God. That is right. I used the spinach. Yes, my bacon ranch. Mm-hmm. Ay, 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 ay. Boy, I am bad. No, I have been just dealing with something stupid with one of my older children. And has anyone seen any posts the past couple of days? Any uploads from RV and Keep It Rolling? I honestly don't think I have seen her upload anything in a few days, and maybe I missed something. Um, I was just curious, that's all, because it's odd. I usually see her, upload like at least 2, 3 times a week, and I don't know. I wish I could see the few words that are being cut off from everybody's comments. Um, Trouble again with the sun where I don't know. Well, I just hope she's okay because I know she's been dealing with um, some craziness with this one YouTuber that I don't know, really, like, good Lord. So, I mean, like, hope she's so close to being monetized. Like, I hope she doesn't, like, oh, she did a video recently. I must have missed it. I'm going to have to check tonight. Oh, that is, oh, okay. I don't know. I must have missed it then because usually when something of hers comes up, I always, at some point throughout the day, make a point to go in and watch it. And nothing has come up in my feed the past couple of days. I think the last videos I seen from her was part 1 and part 2. Oh, was a catchy title she had with it. Something about shooting a sheriff. It had that cute, catchy title to it. They were the last ones I watched from her. So it's been a few days. I was just curious. I was hoping if she was okay. I just thought it was odd. I hadn't seen her. Yes, yes, she is. Yes, she is. And it just seems crazy that there's that like 1 or 2 ladies that really just seem to be wanting to give her so much grief. Like, you know what it is too? They're jealous and they're trying to mess with her any way they can because they see she is very close to being monetized. And they want to push her buttons and see if they could get her, like, her channels frozen or whatever. And it's like, no, 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 no. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know that lady. And after hearing all about her, I don't want to know who that lady is. Glenda, you know what? That reminds me, Wasn't that the name of the good witch in Wizard of Oz, Glenda? Or was that the name of the bad witch? One of the one of the witches was named Glenda or fairy, or I don't know, something. It is jealousy. Yes, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I picked up on that right away. No, I agree. I agree. You would think after such a time of like harassing the poor lady though, that at some point you just get tired of it and find some new victim to harass, you know? That's what I would think, but no, apparently not, I guess. Glenda was the good witch. Okay, okay. I knew it was the name of one of them, but obviously that lady isn't a good one. Oh my gosh. Well, guys, the reason I decided today, spur of the moment, to do a live stream is because one, I was originally going to be doing my 5 off $25 general couponing video today. I wound up not even going to the store. I will tell you what happened. I woke up this morning, had my coffee, turned my cell phone on, and lo and behold, there's money missing from my bank account. I zeroed in right on that first thing this morning, like, what the heck? So, trying to figure out what was going on. It was an Amazon charge, which was very, very weird. And I thought, okay, I didn't order anything in the middle of the night from Amazon. What is going on? So I call my bank up, and my bank says to me, we'll contact Amazon. They will reverse that. All right, fine, I will do that. So I call up Amazon, and Amazon is checking to see what happened. Come to find out, someone, I don't know who, but someone had their Roku stick on my account since November of 2019. I was completely unaware of it. And that really blew my mind. So there went my shopping trip, because that drained my bank account enough that I wasn't able to go down to Dollar General. So I thought maybe doing a live candle video would be a little bit better, that at least I'm doing something. So that is why. So they removed this Roku device because I don't have a Roku device. I changed my password with Amazon. And I also changed my password with my bank account, since my card information is in my Amazon. What these people decided to do was unbelievable. They bought season 1 of Mob Wives, and it showed up on my bank account. Mob Wives, season 1. And if that is not enough to creep you out, then I don't know what is. Hello, thinking of others. How are you? Hello, Jill. Hi, Queen Susie. I was just telling everybody about why I didn't do my Dollar General shopping video today. Hello, Amber. I was just telling everyone what happened with my Amazon and how my bank account got an unauthorized charge. Well, Amazon, I mean, was good. What what happened was, and my girlfriend and I think we know who did this. Um, Techie. We call each other sisters. We are actually very good friends, but we call each other sisters. Um, so you hear me say my sis, I mean her or heaven. Last year, Techie and her husband had this couple with the little girl staying with them. And Techie's husband was very, very sick. It was touch and go with him for almost 2 months. He was in the hospital. He was very sick. He had sepsis. So they owed her husband almost, I want to say, $1,800 rent for staying there. They were waiting on their income tax return. When they finally got it, they gave the husband the rent money they owed them. And they went and got him a Roku TV and they got him a sound bar. Okay. So they had a Roku stick, which they used downstairs to stream. Now, what me and Techie were thinking is that when this woman's husband, John, set up the Roku TV for Jack and Techie, my Amazon information was in basically their system because they were having issues with Dish. And also, their bank account got hacked months ago. So, like, their Dish was off for a while. And I had said, well, you could use my Amazon. I'm thinking, and this is what Techie is thinking, that they have the information in their Roku stick. So even though they're in a different town, they were able to use my Amazon Prime streaming, and I was never aware of it. But they screwed up, the jackasses, because they turned around and ordered a season of a show that was not free. It had to be paid for. So Amazon removed it because I said I have no streaming devices. I use my laptop. If I want to stream it on the TV that doesn't have the internet, all I need to do is use an HDMI cable. Hello, Deborah. How are you, honey? So I got that straightened out with Amazon. I never have an issue with that. But just imagine if that charge had not appeared, I would never, ever, ever have known that someone was using my Amazon Prime. So that's a very scary thought. So I put a post up on Facebook today. I said, do yourselves a favor, take 2 minutes, check your device is registered, check everything. And you see anything suspicious, remove it, change your passwords to your bank account. Hello, Libby. How are you? Oh, yeah, a lot of them scammers are from India. The problem is, in a situation like this is the first time I had this happen with Amazon. It's not that someone hacked my Amazon. What it is someone got their hands on my Amazon information because I let a friend and her husband stream a few football games when they were having issues with Dish. Dish was eliminating channels that they used a lot, and therefore her husband wasn't able to watch some of his football games. So these two sneaks, being that they didn't like paying for things, I think saved the information in their Roku stick. And even though they were living in another town lately, they still were able to get into that Amazon and do that. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's the thing. When I sat and thought about it, it's not so much that it was hacked. It was my friend they thought they were helping this couple out with their little girl, but they were very grimy people, and they didn't want to pay for Netflix. So what they would do is get like a free month of Netflix and then cancel the Netflix and then set up a new email and then get another free month of Netflix. And that is just like crazy. Well, yeah, unfortunately, like I never would have thought anybody would do something like that. And apparently they were, you know, still using it. Now they were kicked out in June. So I think what happened was they got their apartment, I want to say October. No cable or anything. Probably unpacking, found their Roku stick in that and thought, oh, we still got her friend's information. We can use our Amazon at least. So they were getting free shows at my expense. And the audacity or stupidity, they must have thought it was free. And instead, I got charged for that season 1 of Mob Wives, which I don't even watch. Um, I really don't get into like those kind of reality shows and everything. So it's just like, yeah, no, 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 Yeah. Well, they're not streaming anything now and they're going to be losing their apartment. But now they're going to have to find somebody else to mooch off of them. Yes, yes, exactly. Yeah. Because I called, Techie up and I said, sis, question. Did you maybe bookmark a show and not realize they had to be paid for? And she said, no, if I wanted to get something that needed to be paid, I would ask you and I would bring the money up for you so you could put it on your card. I would never do something like that. And I said to her, no, I'm not accusing you of it, honey. I'm just saying, could maybe you have bookmarked it and, I don't know, when something happened. Well, it was pending. The transaction didn't go through, but the money is sort of like frozen in my account. But Amazon removed the charge because they asked me, do you have a Roku stick? And I said, nope. Well, how do you stream? I said, my laptop, HDMI cable on the other TV I have. I said, there you are, Charity. I was just talking about you a few minutes ago. I hadn't seen you upload anything, and I was just wondering, are you okay? I was asking about you. I hadn't seen anything from you, and I was just hoping everything was all right. But yeah, those horrible people. They lost custody of their daughter. The boyfriend doesn't want to keep a job and support his family. The girlfriend is a dirty person. So, they've got their just rewards. And that was all before I even found out that they were using my Amazon. But it's all good. That money should be back in my card Monday or Tuesday. So it's all good. It is all good. But that is why I didn't do my 5 off 25 video I was going to do today. I have my coupons all set to go, have my list, and then I get up and see that crap. Money has disappeared out of my account. Yeah, that kind of changes everything. I was just telling everybody, Charity, about my Amazon incident. Oh, well, I know Hulu is very, very strict about that, Libby. There was one show that Techie was trying to find, Netflix didn't have it. And I told her, well, here, you could watch it on my Hulu. And Hulu would not let her use it, even though I was not on it. In the past, if I knew she was going to be using my Hulu, I would be off of it. I'd be on my Amazon or Netflix or even on YouTube. But Hulu has really cracked down with that. Now, the funny thing is, though, with my Hulu, I paid for 2 devices. I can watch Hulu on my laptop and I can watch Hulu on my cell phone. So how do they know that I am not spending the night down in Jim Thorpe at my friend's? And, they have a Hulu Ready TV. And I say, well, here, let me use my Hulu since I'm here and we could watch this, that, this, whatever. So, I mean, like, you can have 2 different devices. And what if you just happen to be, say, in a hotel or something? You know what I mean? And you want to use it or watch something on your phone. So I can understand they crack down with this, but by the same token, when people pay for 3, 4 devices, where those devices are located shouldn't necessarily matter. Did you record UFOs, honey? Or I missed your most recent video. I don't know how. I don't know how I missed your most recent video. Was it them orange orbs? Because that's what we see here periodically. I want to, maybe in the spring, get a vlogging camera that would probably have a better lens and everything, that I could actually record these orange, I don't know what to call them. They appear to spin so fast, like a top, that you can hardly pick them up with a cell phone. They spin that fast. They do patterns. They go like in diagonal. They block out. They come back. They dim and brighten. I notice when planes are by them, they dim. Because that's what we've been seeing around here. And when we lived over in Freeland, we've seen them a lot. And so I said, that's why I want to get a telescope this summer and actually maybe do a few videos at night outdoors and use my vlogging camera and try to actually see if I could capture some of these darn things, because they're fast. They're very fast. They're not no planet. They're not no star. They are not any aircraft, because you could see they are spinning fast. I missed that video, Charity. I'm going to have to check that out. That's why I was inquiring about you, because I said I didn't notice that you had uploaded anything the past couple of days. I'm going to have to check that out, though. That definitely sounds interesting. I am going to check her video out tonight, definitely. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Well, we can all agree on one thing. The government definitely knows things, has things, and doesn't want people to know, but I think they realize that people are smart enough to figure it out. There was friends of mine years ago in Arizona when a lot of people seen that big formation that was going over different towns in Arizona with the V with that. There was a few people I knew in that were in Arizona at that time seen that. And a lot of different people said, no, that was not no testing thing, this, that, this. No, it wasn't a weather balloon. It wasn't this. It wasn't that. You know the difference. Kids know the difference, for God's sakes. I love how the government thinks that people are stupid because no, we're not. I do believe that there is other life out there. I think the reason, like, we are not encountering it per se, this is just my theory. I think we are like so behind them that when we do actually get to go to another planet, or we do actually have like some sort of contact with us, we're going to find out a lot of these, I want to say, um, other beings were here a long time ago and moved on, or they were wiped out. It makes sense that in everything there's always species that want to dominate. So even in extraterrestrials, maybe um, Independence Day was not that far fetched. That's all I'll say. Maybe Independence Day, not that far fetched. I would love to actually see or experience something like that, but not the poking and probing and that people have said goes on. Oh, heck no. No, 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 no. Hello, Sheila. Yeah, I would not want to deal with that. Oh, the government keeps a lot of things hidden. Yeah. Oh, I believe there is definitely extraterrestrial life out there. Um, Either they're way far out and we just don't have the ability to get there yet, or they may have been wiped out of existence. They may have moved on, but definitely I just I just don't believe that we are it. No, 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 no. Yes, I do add fragrance to my candles. Is that my phone, Ronnie? Oh, God. Alrighty. So, anywho, I wanted to do a candle stream because I wanted to show you guys just a little bit of basics of how I make some simple candles. I didn't get our official logo stickers yet. I was hoping they would have come in the mail today because I wanted to be able to show them to you guys. They are really cute. Oh, it was Randy, honey. Shoot. They are made on recycled paper, and it's such a cute but simple symbol that is what I'm going to use when I do a new Facebook page for us. The reason I really did some thinking about this today is because Oreo was doing good there for a little bit, and yesterday he threw up again. Today he threw up again. This evening literally was the first time that he ate that something stayed down. So it is apparent that we do have to somehow, some way, get him to the Vet IQ clinic out at Walmart. And as a matter of fact, I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with the Vet IQ clinic. Walk-ins welcome, vaccinations, major, minor illness. Like, I have his wellness report printed up. For a full cat vaccine pack, it's $75. He's not an outdoor cat. Just for like that, with making sure he's up to date with his shots would be $75. A GI upset package is $49. And to do the the fecal test is included with the vaccines. So that's like 110 right there. Annual blood work is $55. So, I mean, it depends. It's probably going to run me like about $140, $145. My vet that I was going to in West Hazelton, it cost me $227 to take Oreo to the vet 2 years ago for fecal test, blood work, checkup, weighing him, exam, and his rabies booster. $225. And that was just absolutely crazy. So this is definitely like the cheapest thing that I can find here in Hazelton. Now, in Pennsylvania, there is like different grants and there's different clinics, but not in my county. That is what really sucks about Luzerne County. Not in my county. There is no low cost. Even if you want to do a low cost spay neuter, you have to go on a certain website. You have to fill out paperwork, and then they send you back a certificate. And the irony for that is none of the vets in Hazelton will accept those spay neuter vouchers. The only one that will take it is Tractor Supply. They have that van that comes around, that mobile spay once a month. And to be honest, I have heard some very negative things about that. I like heard from a couple of different people of an animal that was spayed that wound up with a dislocated paw, an animal that was spayed and wound up with a very bad infection that another vet had to treat. It's just absolutely crazy. No, I agree, Jackie. I do agree. Unfortunately, I live in an area where it sucks. If I was to call Dr. Trip It Up and say, Oreo is sick, this and that and this, blah, 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 I bring him up there, they're going to tell me ahead of time what it is and you have to pay. No vets work with you anymore as far as payment. They might go the route of care credit, which my credit's not that good, so I'm not going to qualify for care credit right now, which sucks, but I don't qualify for that. So, oh, yes, if I had a $25 option, I could have borrowed $25 and taken him to the vet. If there was some place here in Hazelton that would check my cat out and it would only run me $25, yes, I would somehow, some way find the $25, but there's not. That is the problem. I guess people have stuck vets for money in the past, and oh, I know. It is. It's really, really horrible, which is why I was so happy when VetIQ came to Walmart, and you can just walk in as long as you print up your pet's um, report. Like if you have any issues with them, it's sort of like a synopsis you do online of what you're having a problem with your pet, so they know what to look for when you bring them in. So, I mean, this is like a really good option. And I said to Ronnie, someone suggested a GoFundMe, but the thing I don't like about GoFundMe is it comes across as begging, and I don't want to beg. Ronnie and I are trying our damnedest, and it's going to take a little bit of time to get back on track with everything, with our bills, with rent, whatever. You can only earn so much money each week. I only get so much money a month. So it made sense to me if I can get Nightside Creations revamped, and if I can sell some candles, then at least I have some money to work with. And then maybe if I need a small amount to go with, I could do maybe like a small GoFundMe if need be. But I would rather make something and sell it than just put up a GoFundMe and be like, okay, we need X amount of dollars to blah, 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 blah. I don't like doing that when it comes to something even like what should be a routine thing, like taking your pet to a vet. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm not comfortable with that. I mean, I know people do it for vet expenses, but like God forbid, if your dog gets hit by a car or something, an unexpected kind of thing, that's different. But it's kind of like, we have ourselves where we're starting to get there, is what I'm saying. And I was hoping that this wasn't going to be an issue at least until like one more month when we would be caught up on everything and I would have money freed up that I could just get a ride and take him to see, what is what. But it happened again, and it's just like, yeah, I need to find out, is it like a stomach thing? Is it just him eating fast? Is it maybe a food sensitivity? I need to find out. Could it be something more serious like pancreatitis? Maybe he'll have to be on a special diet. I don't know. But unfortunately, like in my particular town, there's not anything. Now, I know in a lot of other towns, like animal shelters do have like, reduced clinics and things like that. But our local animal shelter, they give people a hell on earth trying to adopt animals. I can't even remember the last time they had a community rabies clinic. I couldn't even tell you the last time they had that. So it's just like absolutely, there's really not much help. Either you have the money or credit card or care credit or something, or you go out of town. Now, the closest town that has like some sort of low cost thing is Sunbury. Sunbury is not close to me. That is a nice ride, which would be like ridiculous to go, I think, like 3 counties away from me. So, yeah. Yeah, that is absolutely ridiculous. $15 a month food stamps. Like, oh my God. What do they think you can get with that? That's just horrible. Hello, Colin writes, how are you? I guess Anonymous X is a troll, maybe? Child porn, please? Yes or no? What? Yeah, I mean, like our animal shelter will put pictures of animals that need to be adopted in the Weekender magazine. But I mean, like, they don't do more community events like vet clinics and things like that. Nope, nope, no. It's crazy. Now up in Most Bear, I know with the SPCA, they do periodically offer rabies clinics. They do on like a first come first serve basis offer, like some sort of vet clinic. It's like a once a month kind of thing. But Hazelton, no, Hazelton sucks. All Hazelton can do is jack up people's taxes, look for ways to get the last nickel out of everybody. And yeah, no. Um, the food pantry that I was going to, they never have pet food items. Now, in different towns, some food pantries do. Some food pantries in different towns, you could go once a week or twice a month. Ours locally in Hazelton, you can only go once a month. Oh, speaking of which, I actually called this week and inquired if my regular food pantry was going to be open beginning of February because I want to do my food pantry hauls again. They said, well, we're hoping to be open the first or second week of February. How long? Why should it take 3 damn months to remodel a basement of what used to be a church, which wasn't in bad condition to begin with? Why is it taking 3 months? It's ridiculous. I'm not even going to go out to that church that I was at um, in January because it's just such a pain to get there. You have to take the bus, you have to walk over part of the highway, cross the highway, go on this other road, go into the church. Then you gotta take your cart, go all the way back up the road to the mall, walk all the way up around to the mall, and then catch the bus back home. I'm also been having a lot of pain with my shoulders. A lot of pain with my shoulders. Um, that new cart is just, I love it. but it is very, very hard on my shoulders. And I I don't know. I'm at a quandary with it because I do like it. It's really cute, but dragging a cart behind you as compared to pushing one with four wheels, there's a big difference. And dragging it blocks and blocks and blocks really, really aggravates my uh, my fibro. Well, I've heard from people here that the lady who runs the animal shelter here in Hazelton, um, she like gives people the third degree. Well, I understand they want to be sure a person can legally have a pet at their property. They want to be sure that you can afford to take care of a pet. I understand all that. But when you're going to, um, what are you doing, buddy? Huh? When you are going to essentially cancel someone's application because there's two people's names that are on a deed for a property and you didn't mention the other person because the other person is elderly, hard of hearing, and in a nursing home, that's reason to deny someone's application. That's a little ridiculous. So I mean, like, that's crazy. And why do I get these stupid notices? Now I notice sometimes because of like humidity, with my food pantry before they close to remodel. If I get bread from them, if I don't refrigerate it or put it in the freezer, it will mold in a few days if I don't use it ASAP. So I did actually get a bread box from them. I haven't cleaned it up to actually use it, but I'm gonna start using it. I got, what are you playing with, silly? What the heck? Oh, wow. Huh. I don't know. Oreo found something. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't want to come across as like I don't care because I do. But I also know that it's not good to keep throwing up. Well, Feisty don't. So, I mean, they're eating the same food. Oreo always did have a sensitive stomach, but the idea is that it seems it's happening more and more frequently. And I do at some point need to get it checked because what if I'm giving him food that there's something in it that maybe it doesn't agree with him? I mean, like, I may have to switch from the meow mix back to naturals, maybe. I don't remember him throwing up when he was eating the naturals. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Now tonight, he ate the same food that he ate 2 nights ago, and he didn't spit up, throw up. Before that, he, whatchamacallit, he hacked up a hairball. There's nothing I can do about that. I mean, I have combs for them. I have the gloves. I get a lot of fur off of them. They just clean each other so darn much, they do get hairballs. So I may have to switch the formulation of their food. Oreo is going to be 7 in May, and then Feisty will be 6. They're a year apart. Yeah, my one friend actually gives her dog CBD oil. That's good if you know what is wrong with your pet. But if you don't know what is wrong with your pet, you could be doing more harm than good. That's the only drawback with that. Like, it's either something in the food itself that upsets his stomach, or um, just maybe periodically, I don't know, like hair, eating too fast. I don't know. I mean, how do you stop a cat from eating too fast? Yeah, it is disgusting, Charity. It really, really, it really is. I mean, there's other communities in Pennsylvania that do have a lot. They have clinics for seniors to take their pets. They have reduced cost clinics. If your cat needs a surgery, you could get a grant and actually fill out for grants. The closest town, and it's not even close to me, the closest town that may um, have like an opening for a low cost vet is in a town called Sunbury. And that's not exactly close to me. That's about a 2 hour ride. And so I'm not gaining anything if I have to give someone $15 just to drive me back and forth, plus take up all that time driving, getting there, Lord knows what. Hello. Hello, how are you? Yeah, I mean, Oreo seems fine now. How much do I charge for my candles? Well, that depends. And I've already spent an hour talking about pets and UFOs and Amazon. So I haven't even, oh my gosh, haven't even gotten into my candles. Okay, so let me move this around a little bit. So you're going to see me more standing. I'm going to have to do this part this way. And I may move it down periodically. Alrighty, guys, so I'm a little bit like back here. Like Ronnie had said in my last live stream, Ronnie did teach me candle basics. He really did. I had no concept really, but once I got the hang of it, I ran with it. Now, you might think, being that we make candles from home, we might have like some sort of fancier equipment than what we do have. You're going to be laughing when you find out, no, we actually don't, and you don't really need to. Originally, our candles were just wax, they were not soy. I used to order big block, about this big, of wax from Candlewick. Candlewick is in Doylestown, Pennsylvania. I eventually had stopped ordering from them. They have a flat shipping fee for everything, which starts at like $24, $25. Even if you order a few bottles of scent, fragrance for your candles, they still go through Federal Express and they charge you $25. That's insane. I started adding soy to wax to make it stretch and make it a little more, I guess you could say, like um, environmentally friendly. So I was doing like a 50-50 blend at one point. But then the problem with that is you have people that would haggle with me, oh, well, if I want you to make me an all soy candle, but I want you to sell it to me for the 50-50 candle price. The 50-50 candle would be $5. the all soy candle would be 8, and they would think that I should give them the all soy for the price of the mixed, and I'd be like, no, it does not work that way. Soy is not cheap. This small bag of soy flakes for candles runs me $15 on Amazon. And actually, I'm going to be really saving up Bing rewards because I can use them with Amazon. So essentially, wax is not going to be costing me anything. I can basically get it when I have enough Bing rewards and have it shipped. It doesn't cost me a darn thing. I have the Prime membership. So what I wanted to show you guys, what I wanted to actually make is this, incidentally, is a dud candle. It was never burned. It was a long log candle. 2 Christmases ago, it was supposed to be a peppermint candy cane. I ran out of red color. Michael's did not have red. I tried to use a red, but here it was for soap. Did not turn out right. I wound up ordering red online. I did make the candle eventually for someone. This one was a dud. I didn't use it. And being that I want to actually get rid of some of these candles that are duds, one of the best ways to get rid of them is to add them into new candles. They have never been burned. So the oils are still very good in them. When you add them in a candle and then add a new wax scent with it, when the heat reaches these pieces of a different scent, it is very strong. So this is peppermint candy cane. What I was going to do, I brought up some scents that I have not used in, oh my goodness, over a year. I have hazelnut truffle, I have milk chocolate, salted caramel, we have coffee, and I also brought up hot fudge brownie because this is so good. What I was thinking of doing is chocolate basically goes good with peppermint. Salted caramel can also be combined with hazelnut truffle. So I was going to, make maybe like 2 different candles, at least show you guys how I'm going to make these particular ones. So now, one of the things that I am going to be using is, so don't laugh, originally we used to make our candles on the stovetop. That only became a problem if you come very close to having hot wax maybe almost spill into your stove. So what happened years ago, I went into the free group in Facebook for Hazelton, and I asked if anybody had an old slow cooker. They did not want anymore, or crock pot, because you can melt wax in them as well. So lo and behold, someone did give me, ta-da, with the base. And I have been using this and this to make candles. Now, eventually, probably springtime, I'm going to have to get rid of that plate. The setting is broken somehow, and it doesn't allow you to turn it down to cooler temperature. It just gets hot, and I have to unplug it. So I'm probably going to look for a hot plate, a double hot plate. That's just going to be for making candles, but that's down the road. So what I'm going to do first is plug this baby in. Now, I am not sure yet, honestly. I don't want to overcharge, per se. I'm going to be making small candles this size. These are pretty good size, actually. I'm also going to be making, I can do a large jar one like this. And for Valentine's Day, I'm going to be doing a very limited double or triple layer Valentine's Day candle. It's going to be a double wick. It's in a hard dish, and it's going to be 2 or 3 layers yet. I'm not exactly sure. But, so I am filling this up with some water. And I am going to let this water get a little bit warm. Once this water starts getting warm, I am going to be putting some of my soy flakes into a freezer bag that has a double seal. They seem to work best. And you don't have to worry about like the bag exploding as the wax is melting. That is going to be the wax that is going to be poured over the peppermint pieces. And I have all different sized wicks, guys. Oh my goodness. Tiny ones, I have wooden ones downstairs. And I try to use blocks of color. I really do not like liquid dye. Liquid dye is so messy. It really is. I don't care for liquid dye at all. I have like a little bit. I'm going to be using this brown, but I don't buy that anymore. I went with the blocks that you can scrape off as much as you need. It's just so much easier. And the liquid dye is just, no. I also think the colors are brighter and just more vibrant with the blocks or even the sheets of color that will melt. So while my water is heating up here, I am going to grab a bag real quick. Oh, do I have them up here? Yes. I have them up here. I also do the waxies. And these actually I got a good deal on off of Amazon a little over a year ago. I still have a lot of them left. These were a really good deal. Making your own waxies is actually so easy. I don't know why so many people think that it's actually hard. It's not. Oh, you mean Super Chat? Yeah, I read up on Super Chat. I can enable that, but I don't know. See, like, to me, the Super Chat sort of is saying that you are talking to people with the hopes that they give you money. I'm still having a hard time wrapping my mind around that. I just want to talk to people because I enjoy talking to people. I don't talk to them because I want them to give me money. Now, maybe when I hit the 5,000 mark or something, it's different. I'll feel different about it, but I'm only been monetized now for like going on 3 weeks. So I don't feel I am anywhere near ready for Super Chat. Maybe in another 6 months, okay, I might do that. But like for right now, no. As I said, I would rather make something, sell it, or at least try to, before I, think that I should just go and set up a GoFundMe or like whatever. Um, no, I would rather try to go that route. But yeah, I mean, I am eligible for a super chat. I just don't. I just don't feel like. I don't know. I just don't feel right because I'm still considered like a newbie to this. I just don't feel right asking people for like money like that, which essentially you are. You can give them like a sticker, whatever emojis and that in the live chat. I get all that, but like I know a lot of gamers do that, and that's understandable. I mean, like when you think about it, like okay, they spend a lot of money on the games and the software and the systems and that they use and all that. They have a mega expense with running their gaming channel. So I get that. It doesn't hurt to have different streams of revenue. I 100% agree, but I don't feel I'm established enough that I might not offend someone by doing that. Like I said, maybe in another 6 months or so, I would feel comfortable with that, but not at this not at this point. Down the road, perhaps. Not right now. No, I absolutely agree with everybody. Yes, you definitely have to pay your rent. Which brings me actually to something. When Ronnie and I did that video about budgets, guys, um, we got ourselves into, you know, a bind money wise. Um, but there was a little bit more to that story that we didn't talk about because at that time we didn't think that we were going to be in like really any kind of trouble. Um, what happened was I have two older boys, okay, and my middle son periodically would stay here with us. There were several times where him and Ronnie were working at the same job, just different shifts. Well, Bobby was supposed to, the morning of New Year's Eve, go to the ATM and give us $200 because Ronnie's job ended December 28th, and his previous paycheck had only been for like, I think, 8 hours, 9 hours. So he didn't even have $100 to actually give me. So it's like, okay, all right, fine. If Bobby was short, all he needed to do was man up and tell us. We were up all night talking, and it seemed that he was just waiting for me to go to sleep. So I finally started getting tired, like about 5 o'clock in the morning, and I said to him, "It looks cloudy out. You better go to the ATM now, because if you're going to go out tonight, which was New Year's Eve, I want to have the rent money before you go." And so when he walked out the door, when I heard him go out the door, that's what I thought. I thought, okay, he is going to get the rent. I figured if he comes back and I'm sleeping, he can stick it in my drawer, leave it on my dresser, whatever. Be okay. I get up, no sign of him. He's gone. He's not answering his phone, and there was no money left on my dresser. My son walked out that door, would not talk to me, would not talk to his little brother, stuck us for $200. Um, and him and his thing, like, about, yeah, don't worry, I got my money, is that, this. No, he had it planned. He was never going to give it to us. And so basically what he did is he made assholes out of us. So now we're just about on track. We owe $300 more, and my rent's caught up. We're good with that. I owe 112 on my internet. I paid $100 on it. I'm not even like worried about that. I get any extra money during the month or something after Oreo goes to the vet, I will put something else on it. I'm not worried about it because I'll be paying it again when I get my check anyway. So, like, I don't, worry about that. I want to get squared away with my landlord. And we have it figured out how we're going to do it later in the month. Now that Ronnie has a more permanent job, a long-term job, we should be okay. But again, it takes time. As much as I wish I had more than $771 a month, it is what it is. I wish I got that every week instead of once a month, But what are you going to do, right? So definitely different income streams is always a good thing to have. I also thought, I think springtime of publishing a small cookbook on Amazon too. And becoming an Amazon affiliate so that if you, want to check it out down the road, you can. That's probably going to be something I'm really going to have to do in my spare time. I'm probably going to do like a lot of the recipes that I have done videos for on YouTube, but I'm also going to include ones that, I haven't done videos for, throw some other things in there that, just to make it a little bit interesting. But that is a good thing to do, try that. Being an Amazon affiliate, if someone, say, uses something that I do in the DIY, I make a little bit of a commission from that. Down the road, I was thinking maybe about selling again on Etsy or maybe eBay. I don't, know. I mean, it always helps to have more than one income source coming in. Well, here's what is so weird. I had my Assurance wireless phone turned off. that's the phone that my son Bobby was using. And I'm testing the water for when it gets warm. I'll fill up the freezer bag and put it in. What was weird was I was trying to track him because I did not believe that he was working in Wolfsbear. So I called Assurance Wireless. They told me there's a call log online in my phone's account. So I went on yesterday, and sure enough, I started writing down phone numbers, calling phone numbers, find out what temp service he's working through, not where, but what temp service he's working through. It was local. Found out some of his friends' phone numbers, and I asked everybody, what the hell is going on with my son? Why is he being an asshole? Is he in trouble? What is going on? Like, it's crazy. It is just crazy, like, oh my God. He read our messages, but he would not call us, would not talk to us. And that is what really, really got us both irritated, is we basically did nothing to this kid. He screwed us over. We didn't screw him over. So I decided, no, you're just not coming back here. He has some stuff stored in the basement. The basement door out that way stays locked. And he knows better than to think, I hope, than to just have the balls to just come waltzing through my door. Because I wouldn't hesitate to call 911 and have his butt carted away. It's like, you can take your belongings when you give me the money you owe us. Then you can have all your W-2s. You can have your mail. Make sure you change your mailing address. You can have all your belongings. But until then, you do not, since you owe us money, just think you're going to come waltzing back in here. You're not even on the lease. I did not have to let you stay here. So that is what Ronnie and I agreed on. Then, no, I don't need it. Who wants somebody staying with them that is undependable, unreliable, and lies through their teeth, and that you can't trust, Well, Mary, you know what they say sometimes, that your family is the first one to screw you before strangers, and sometimes that is true. Well, you know what, Mary, we're working on it. We're getting there. It's going to take time. But once we do get back on track, oh no, are you serious, Terry? It's snowing again. Yeah, we don't even have any snow in the yard. The snow's gone. It's gone. But yeah, it's just like, okay. I'm going to do it a little bit differently, where I'm not going to put my landlord in that position where he gets put out, because like, he's not married. So like, he counts on X amount of money every month too from all 4 apartments. And yeah, when something happens, it inconveniences him too, So yeah, I don't want to do that to my landlord, because there's not that many good landlords out there anymore that do that. We've inconvenienced this guy enough, and it needs to stop. Oh, we are. Um, no, wait, what, Jackie? Something about money, dresser, New Year's Eve. Oh, I thought that when I fell asleep, and I only slept for like 3 hours that morning. I thought that while I was sleeping, he would have come back and put the money on my dresser. I looked in my drawers, I looked around, I looked thinking it fell off, I looked on the floor. No, he never came back. He had a bag packed, took a bunch of clothes with him, his work boots, his new sneakers. He was he had it all premeditated, planned. He was not going to do crap for me or his little brother. He had something else planned, and so he made assholes out of us. So I had the assurance phone turned off. I told him if he wants the rest of his stuff, he can pay us what he owes us because that's what mature people do. They don't try to sneak in the middle of the night and take their stuff. That's very childish. Um, Apparently, he was roaming around the apartment building middle of the night. I guess he thought maybe he could get into the basement that way, but the landlord's very vigilant about keeping those basement doors locked. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, how much cheaper are you going to get? $200 a month to crash on a couch. Didn't buy his own food, did his laundry, took showers, and quite often used, when I was buying it, my tobacco in tubes. So periodically he would replace it, but he would just help himself to whatever. You're not getting anything nowadays for $200. No. Maybe for a night, not for a month. Well, he still has his key, but see, I did tell his one friend that the lock was changed. So he knows if he tries that um, and somebody hears him fooling around with my lock, they might, call the landlord or something. Well, what he did today, he rang my doorbell, my front doorbell. I thought it was, I don't know, Amazon or something, because I was thinking, well, I don't have anything ordered. This is really weird. And when I turned around and opened the door, my cell phone with a cracked screen, which wasn't before, is in my mailbox. He's walking down the street and he looked up. He's seen me and Ronnie out there because I was going to give the mailman back all his W 2s. I thought, you haven't contacted either one of us for a month. I honestly didn't know if he was alive or dead. I really, honest to God, thought that something might have happened to him. And I mean, like now, it's like wherever he's been staying, he can stay. Well, his father actually doesn't live too far from us with his girlfriend. So it is possible he might have been there. Um, I don't know. I don't care. I really do not care. Because I'm pretty sure if he's staying anywhere, they're going to charge him more than $200. Hello, Diana. Oh, no. Is everything okay? I'm so sorry, Diana. I will keep your mom in my prayers. I am so sorry. Oh, no. Well, this is taking a bit to heat up, so I'm sorry, guys. Um, I may have to run in my bedroom and grab my laptop charger because when I do live streams, um, my battery usually only lasts about 2.5 hours. Good night, Diana, and I seriously hope everything is okay with your mom. Oh, that's Feisty. That is Miss Feisty. That is my chunky girl. Oreo and Feisty were both Facebook rescues. I don't know if I ever told anybody that. Oreo, I got him when he was 7 months old. A lady in West Hazelton um, rescued him actually Christmas Eve. He was trying to get into his apartment. The people had moved out. He could see his cat food and his water dish through the door, but they locked the door, the idiots. So this lady took him in. She had dogs. He wasn't afraid of the female pit bull because she was like a mother hen. But the male pit bull, I guess, had really wanted to like maybe attack him. The female pit bull started sleeping in the doorway of the bathroom. So Oreo could sleep in the bathroom sink at night. If the male tried to get past the female, she would be right up on the male and fighting with the male. So this went on for like 2.5, 3 months. Finally, the lady put up on Facebook she was looking for a home for him. I had just moved back to Hazelton. I was sleeping on the floor with blankets on the floor, freezing my butt off. I didn't even have an air mattress at the time because all my money went to pay for my apartment. I couldn't even get my heat turned on. I had to go through crisis to get money that I owed on a PP&L bill paid so I could get my heat on. And I was there about a week and I just decided I am bored. There's nothing to do. I have like no TV, no cable, no nothing, blah, blah. So I took him for the companionship. And he has been amazing ever since. I bribed him. I had a dish of milk and a big bowl of drained tuna. So right off the bat, I bribed Oreo. I bribed him. I admit it. He was 7 months old. I bribed him. This little stinker, she was about this big when I got her. She wandered away from her litter and wound up behind the sliding board in a little town outside of Hazelton. This lady had her daughter in the playground, and there was a stray cat. She used to bring her kittens into the playground. A lot of the people in the area would feed her. So this one wandered away, and the little girl found her. And then when the mother went looking for the mom to bring her back to her litter, the mother had gone off with the kittens. So she had her for a few days. She couldn't keep her because she had big dogs. I already had Oreo then for like about almost a year. I tried Oreo with an older male. That didn't work. An older male scared him. An older male got very aggressive with him. And that didn't work out because I was afraid he was going to get hurt. I went with the younger cat for him, which worked out so much better with her. He would carry her around by the scruff. He was like a father hen with her. Like, oh my God. I called her out. She would come out from under the couch And he'd be right there, like, why are you calling her? Like, and then when I would be done with her, whatever I was doing, brushing her or whatever, he'd grab her by her scruff and go running down the hall with her and put her back under the couch. It was funny. Am I married? No, no, I am not. I have 3 sons. My oldest is 34, Bobby is 33, and Ronnie turned 29. I would have a 4th child, Rylan. He would have been 26. He was 3 years younger than Ronnie. If he was alive, Rylan would be 26. Yeah, talking about porn, child porn, yes or no. I was like, what? Anonymous mouse. I'm like, what? I thought, oh, get a life. Really? Like, you gotta really, really just love people. Alrighty, guys. I am going to run in my room very quickly. I'll be right back. I'm going to get my charger for my laptop so I could plug that in. I will be right back, guys. Alrighty, guys. I is back. I just wanted to, I had to follow the cord to see where I had this plugged in. Um, there is not many outlets in my bedroom, and I have a really good power strip. So I had to literally like try to untangle things and figure out, okay, what is where and this and that, because I rearranged in my room the other day when I was cleaning, and I didn't put things back the way they were before. So, all right, there we go. Lighter. Yes, lighter, lighter, lighter. My screen was starting to get dark. Um, do I have Instagram? Yes, I do have Instagram. Um, I also have Tumblr, although nobody really likes me on Tumblr. I don't have many followers on Tumblr. On whatchamacallit, on Instagram, I have like 290 something. I really only use Instagram because, oh my goodness, I know some friends of mine that are not on Facebook, but they are on Instagram. So I share links to my videos on there because they don't go on Facebook, so they're not going to see them on there. And they only go on YouTube once in a while. So at least they can watch the videos there. I'd be surprised the number of people that have actually deactivated or just gotten off of Facebook. They're another one that's ridiculous. Every time you turn around, people's accounts getting hacked. What, baby? Hi, mama. Hello. What, Miss Chunky Monkey? What, baby girls? Oh, can I pick you up? Oh, baby girls. Oh, do. I love her colors. She has a little peach belly, and she has a little bit of peach on her paws. And she has that pretty marbling. I love them. It's okay. Yeah, she loves to be cuddled, but on her terms. Not so much when it's anybody else's terms, but I just wanted to show her off. You don't really get to see her too close. You see her when she's on the radiator, but I just wanted to show her off. She is a very pretty cat too. So yeah, I am glad. Both of my guys were Facebook rescues. Lord only knows what would have happened to either one of them if I hadn't taken them. Probably could have very easily wound up in an animal shelter. And I don't even want to think about that. No, no. No, I do not want to think about that. What? Huh? What is up? I know, baby girl. I will give you a treat in a little bit, okay? She does this thing where you walk by her. She gets you with that paw, like, to get your attention. If I come out here in the morning to get coffee and she's sitting on the table, I may go and I don't see her. I walk by to put food in their dish. She'll reach out and with the paw. And yeah, sometimes that hurts, especially if it's around when her nails have grown back from being trimmed and they get you with that hook. Oh my God, that hurts. That hurts. So yeah, that is not funny. I mean, it's cute, but yeah. Thank you. Perfect name for her too was Feisty, because when I have better furniture and everything, I don't have a house. I live in a very small 2-bedroom apartment. So doing a tour maybe when I have the money to actually get like different furniture and everything. Yeah, that would be nice. But yeah, Oreo sort of became like her, I don't know, daddy figure. Now he bullies her. But when she was little, he didn't leave her out of his sight. And I honestly did not know that male cats um, actually do things like that. Like carry kittens in their mouth and that. I've had mama cats in my life that, yes, moms do. I never knew males to do that. But then one of my friends said they had barn cats. And they said that some of the male barn cats would actually help the females with the kittens when the mothers would be out, I guess, like hunting. That some of the male cats would actually be rounding up kittens and putting them back in an area where the mothers had them. And generally just kind of like doing babysitting duty, I guess. So this one friend of mine years ago said, yeah, it's not common, but they said like, because normally I guess male cats don't really take an active part in their kittens, but they said sometimes males will. I guess it just depends on the personality of the male. And I guess the relationship with the male and female. Barn cats apparently have a little bit more closer relationship, I guess, and maybe sometimes do actually help each other out with the litters. What? Oh, what, baby? I know. I bet I know what you want. Yeah, I know. Yes, guys, you can't see me for the moment. I am over at my cupboard. Yes, baby girl. Oreo, 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 where are you, handsome boy? Where is Mr. Oreo? You're not out here, buddy. All right, well, I thought he heard the container when I shook it, for sure. This is one of the rare moments where she gets to have a few treats in peace and quiet. Oh, he is coming out. Ha ha, she ate hers. She done. She ate hers. Come here, Bubby. Oreos. Handsome boy. Hey, buddy. There you go, bud. No, no, you had yours already. Now you don't be a hog. Let him eat them. No, that's for him. You don't like it when he eats your stuff. Don't do it to him, young lady. You got a whole little handful to yourself, Missy. I don't even want to see you do them eyes. No. Nope, 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 nope. What, buddy? I know you can't go on the table. I'm sorry. I am hogging up the table. Yes, Mary, kitties are like kids. That is true. Charity, you are right. You don't have to have a lot of money to do something nice for somebody. In, you know, to help someone in some certain way. That is true. You're absolutely right. When I was working years ago, I used to always have my kids pick names off of the angel tree. And we would go get whatever, that child particularly wanted. And we used to, like, go get the presents wrapped and everything in this net. I used to always make my kids do that every year just to impress upon them that Christmas wasn't all about getting things, that Christmas was also about giving to kids that didn't have, what them they all had. So, hello, Audrey. I guess Jeannie is busy working. Jeannie Kyle, I was going to ask her about something. I know I had said when I do my 750 subscriber giveaway, I wanted to do like 3 different Amazon cards, like $25, or like maybe 3 different PayPal payments, $25 for people, and I would pick 3 different winners. But someone mentioned to me in a comment about 3 weeks ago that I cannot, here in the US, give someone from over in the UK or Scotland, Ireland, anywhere like that, an Amazon card from here in the US. But now, wouldn't I be able to convert it into like pounds? Or, would I not be able to do that? What about PayPal? Like, if I pick 3 winners, $25 winners, I could turn around and have PayPal convert, 25 pounds or $25 to whatever that would be in pounds, and like put that on this lady's PayPal because she won. And it would only cost me a few dollars to turn around and do the conversion. So I'm really curious about that. I was hoping Jeannie was going to be on. I wanted to ask her that. Oh, Charity, I hope you do a garden. I'm going to be doing videos of our garden all spring and summer, up until October and the last harvest. You're going to get a kick out of it because we get a lot out of a small area that we have. And I'm always so proud of my sunflowers, man. I love my big sunflowers. I love them. It definitely comes in handy because you can freeze, especially when you get several harvests of something, you can just freeze what you aren't going to use right now. And then middle of winter, you can be steaming your green beans or whatever, or, making stuffed peppers with peppers you grew. Like, gardening is so cool. I love it. I really do. Back about 10 years ago, I probably would have said, oh, I don't know. Until I actually did one, not knowing a damn thing about it, and finding out that it was actually pretty cool. Now, I love it. I already started reading up on growing spinach in my one book, highlighting some notes and things about it. So, yeah, they are work. I do admit, yes, they are work. I'm fortunate I have the time to devote to it. Ronnie helps out a lot with it when, he has a day off and everything. Weeding is probably the one thing about gardening that I don't like, but you have to do it. If you get the weeds under control early, you're not going to have too much of an issue. Yeah, gardening. Now, gardening is, if you can do it, gardening is a big help. Last year we had green beans, peas, cucumbers, tomatoes, kale, peppers. I had some habaneros and green. What else? We had radishes. The green onions didn't grow that great first. I might try them again. We had carrots. I have my sunflowers growing. I just do them because they're pretty. And also they drop seeds for the birds. What else did we have? Oh, I tried lettuce. That didn't grow that good first. But I want to say like 95% everything that we planted the past couple of years has grown good first. So it's I find it to be relaxing. I really do. I don't even look at it as like, a chore or anything. Because the second I start seeing plants coming through the ground, I'm like a little kid. I'm like, there it is. It's growing. Like, yay. I'm like a kid sometimes. I really am. It's fun. It's nice. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know there is like a difference, a certain fee, which does fluctuate, the conversion rate, with things like that. But it was somebody said to me in uh, a comment on one of my videos that they thought I wouldn't be able to give someone in the UK a $25 Amazon card. And I said, why? And they said, well, because they're not good in the UK. And I said, well, obviously, I'd have to convert it to pounds. But there is Amazon, people shop in Amazon in the UK. So, what would be the issue if I did happen to pick someone who was a winner from overseas? I just have to convert it to the appropriate amount. So that person left me like scratching my head thinking, okay, I have to talk to someone who is from overseas like that, that would definitely be able to give me the skinny on, would I have to do that? Which I imagine, I mean, like, I would. It makes sense. I figured that. But to say that they can't accept an Amazon card, even if it's in pounds from the US, is silly. Because what if I had a family member in the UK and I went and got them, say a 50-pound Amazon card? Why wouldn't they be able to use that? So I need to talk to someone who is, overseas, that could give me a little bit more clarification. And I'm sorry this water has taken a bit to heat up. My hot plate here may actually be wearing out on me, guys. No, I think a few more minutes. It will be okay. Grabbing a cup of coffee, because I'm going to be showing you guys in a few minutes how to prep the containers for putting the wax in. As you guys can see, this is going to be a longer live stream since I started a little bit later. I'm going to let this run a little bit later, but as soon as I'm done with the candle, guys, then I will end it, because it'll be a little bit late. And, I don't want to interfere with anybody who may have to get up for work or anything like that. So bear with, I'm just heating up coffee, and I'm going to be showing you guys how I'm going to set these little candles up. So give me one moment, heating up my coffee.